quiet.
They said that?
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you say? Like, is that something that you try to do, or is that just something that you just are?
I probably say it's just something like I am. Like I would say now though, like something I've learned and had to grow into over my time as a college basketball player. Because at the end of the day, we all started as a freshman. So I would want to say thank you to the older guys that I had, because they got me ready for what I'm going through now, and that's never being quiet. Because there's no gym in America you're gonna go in that's quiet, and if you are, I don't think that's a team that's winning a lot of games. So I've been a part of teams that's won a lot of games, and it's never a quiet gym. So I just want to bring that mentality and make sure it's not a quiet gym when my team is in there.
What kind of stuff do you say to get people going?
Different. It depends on who the person is, or what they may need. Like I know the twins, they don't really talk that much, so I just scream at them. It's different. Like I'm not gonna say I just like where you at today, G, or where you at, Jorge, something like that. Just to get them to say I'm right here, or something, just to get them to say something back. Once you say something back, I know I got you.
Who are some of those older guys that influenced you?
I would say Sakar Adam. He playing overseas right now. He was one of my older guys when I got to Marquette. Sam Hauser helped me a lot. He was only a year older than me, but he showed me the ropes a lot. And I say Kobe McEwen. We really was around the same age too, but he was a person that had to be a leader, especially on our team that we played on at Marquette, because he was like our point guard, person that had the ball the most. So I would say them.
How important is it to keep things loose at this early in the season, in the preseason?
I say it's very important, because it's like, think about it. We can be loose right now because at the end of the day, we know we get ready for war. But at the end of the day, this war is not life or death like an actual war is. You go out there, wins and losses, we can equate them to the same thing, but they're really not. But it's like, if you're going to go out there with that mentality that you got to be loose even though it is war, you can have fun doing it.
I'm sure there's a balance with
Definitely
keeping it serious and everything, right?
So it's like, you can have fun, but it's like when you step in them lines, it's all business. Like you can have fun while you're doing your business, because you should. If you're having fun doing something you love, you'll never work. So I feel like if we go out there and we have I don't know how to put it, but it's like you go out there, you be sharp enough to where you can have fun doing what you want to do.
Obviously, one exhibition out of the way.
Yeah.
What do you feel you guys are learning from that, and you can take forward to this next one as you get ready for the season opener?
Just the little mistakes we made, like whatever those may be. Like it could be as little as jumping to the ball. Like it may be a little thing now, but that's something that can definitely cost us a game down the road, like in March or so. So we might as well learn that now when we got the chance, then wait until it's too late.
This team exhibit a lot. You're obviously an enthusiastic guy, but are your teammates as enthusiastic? And they're coming off kind of a bad season, but they seem to be still hyped up anyway, right?
Yeah, I would say like you just said, I'm pretty enthusiastic as a person, and we got other guys that's like that as well. It's contagious, like I'm not, honestly, I don't know if y'all know that, but like I'm not a yeller. I don't like to yell, but if you watch me play basketball, I yell all the time. But that's not me off the court. I'm actually like low, I'm a chill guy. But it's like when you get on that court, you gotta be, you gotta flip that switch, be something different. Because at the end of the day, me being as loud and outgoing as I can be, only gonna help my team. It's never gonna be something that discourages them, So I feel like if I can go out there and be as loud as I can, it's gonna be something that's contagious for the rest of us. It's only gonna make us better.
You made a steal there at one point, and you threw the ball to the other end of the court. Is that pretty much your personality?
Yeah, on the court. So me personally, I had felt like the call before we should have won the game, but coach made a call. He called foul. So we had to score to get back on defense. I want to say I hit the shot, but that's neither here nor there. But we got that stop, threw it to the other end. Right? Once I threw it though, you got to see the energy that it gave the rest of my guys. So it wasn't even just about me. I didn't even think about me when I threw the ball. I just threw the ball, and it's seeing the energy that it gave my guys. When honestly, it had nothing to do with nothing. I just did it.
Walk us through the end of practice when you guys are doing your free throws, and it looked like Blake missed one, you guys got another chance, and he missed another one, then you guys had to run. What's the policy like? What do you guys normally do at the end of practice? Is it certain guys shoot and you get 2 shots, or how does that work?
So it's always one shot.
One shot.
No matter who it is. But the way coach is, if you miss it, get a chance to redeem yourself. In basketball, you usually get 2 shots unless it's a 1-on-1, but give you a chance to redeem yourself when it's like, when it's right there on the front of your mind. Because you just missed a free throw, and that's a big moment that could cost you a game or win you a game. But at the same time, like we was talking about earlier, you gotta be loose at the same time. It's a serious moment that you need to loosen up and be ready for.
Has that been something that, like, when you guys are tired at the end of a practice and someone misses, like, how does that challenge some of you guys, or how have you seen that guys, like, work on free throws?
I feel like it shouldn't be a challenge. It's just something that it happens. There's no one person that's gonna make go 100% from the free throw line. I mean, Curry didn't even do it. So if Curry can't do it, like if Curry missed free throws, it's all right, Greg, if you miss free throw. Like my pops probably won't understand that. He don't like me missing free throws, but that's just how it is. You just got to be ready to step right back in with that same confidence you had on the first one. Shoot it again.
Nike obviously got back to one-on-ones about a month ago, and playing in the exhibition and kind of working back. How do you feel he's progressing after the injury he suffered last year?
He's been looking great to me. So for me personally, I didn't get to see him last year before the injury. So I just been seeing him, grind on a daily basis, trying to get back to Nike he's been in. But to me, all I've been seeing is a great looking Nike because that's all I've ever seen. So he's been looking good to me. He's getting his first step back. He's been explosive, and he's been super aggressive, which is something we're gonna need him to do all year.
With John and with Will still sidelined right now, the need to fill in for those two, obviously those are big shoes to fill. Do you feel yourself taking on that responsibility?
I feel like it's not just a one-person thing. We got to do it collectively. There's not one person that can just, make up for what John does, So it's going to take all three of the big, two twins, and then you got Fede. So I feel like it's going to take all three of them. It's going to take a village to do what we need from both of them guys. They both bring a lot to our team, and it's like without them, we still got to get the job done. Because no matter what, nobody in our league or any team we play is gonna care that we missing two key players.
When we were talking to you and John the first time we were here talking after practice, y'all talked about how, like, hey, talked on the phone. He was like, I need someone who can hit shots. And you're like, that could be me at the field. But now John's not practicing. What have you seen from some of those big guys trying to fill his shoes to be that person in the middle? And also, what's it like watching Tim O'Toole whack them with a shield all practice?
So I'm gonna start with the Coach O'Toole part because I be thinking it's crazy. So I'm on one end, the bigs on the other end, and we probably down there shooting, and all you hear is just a crazy whack, and you like, yo, what's going on? But I mean, honestly, I can say whatever he's doing with them is working because it was a point where you could see them getting pushed around on the rebound. But now they treat everybody like it's T.O. with the pad. They hitting first. So I feel like that's great for us because we know they're not, as physical or as big as John is, but if they go out there with the mentality that they got to hit first, it's only going to help us. And then,
how are they filling in for John? Like,
so I feel like they all bring something different. So they fill the void their way, and that's what we make sure we tell them, You don't have to come out here and beat John Hughes. It's only one of them, and he's just not in right now. So you got to go out there and be the best Fede you can be, or you got to go out there and be the best G you can be. So if that's, G, they both shoot the ball, not both, I'm sorry. But G can shoot the ball pretty well. We're going to have Fede roll into the basket. But we got to know that, know who you're in the game with, and know what those two guys do well, and put them in position to do that.
What stands out to you about Fede?
I'll say the energy he play with and his ability to run the floor is second to none.
All right, thanks, guys. Cool. Thank you.